Alright, welcome back to another episode of Game Crafters, where we are continuing building the third zone. I don't believe I need my headphones on for that, so I don't need to put them on at the moment. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Alright, so we're going to be continuing building. We are heading into the New Year's. What was it again? This one. Actually, no, it would be this one first and then move this. But yeah, we're heading into the New Year's, and we are starting off with this. I gotta say, the year has been rough with the amount of drawings I had to get done with. It was so freaking difficult. More so than usual. Well, that was just primarily because of the fact that we were doing a whole bunch of series. And of course, the series, they do take a while. I should have expected that. I feel like that was a pretty easy thing to have prepared for, or at the very least, mentally prepare for. Still not sure if I'm going to be able to get criteria taken care of, but that's just how it is. Okay, I think this is probably going to be... Yep. So yeah, I did what I could. Got everything finished. Still haven't gotten the Terraria thumbnail made yet, which is very annoying, but what do you expect? Things are quite difficult. I think I'll start with the first drawing tomorrow, and I'm hoping I can get that done with quickly. And I can hopefully get done with Terraria Nukem Edition quickly, too. We'll see what happens. But that is my plan, at least in that department. Still working on that big project, though. We're in the coloring phase now, and surprisingly, the coloring phase doesn't take as long as the outlining phase, which there's been some occasions where it feels like the coloring phases take a bit longer just due to the way some of it is set up, or for some reason. I mean, if the character is very complex, then yeah, they're coloring all of their layers in is a little bit annoying. Can't really help that, though. That's just how that works. But it makes sense. So, yeah, it is what it is. Anywho's and wits. We have managed to get 12 characters colored, which is a lot. And so far, I think I would say the average is about 4 characters colored per, if that makes any sense. I mean, I guess it would be averaged. We worked on it for 3 days now. And I got 4 characters colored on the first day, and they already had their swatches colored in. And there's Cat scratching the fucking wall again. I'm going to get this thing out and distract her with it. I really need to just put some goddamn whatever the hell this stuff is on the wall so she stops scratching the walls. Why is the walls the one you're scratching? I don't know, but at least you're not scratching the furniture. She destroyed her scratching post, but I believe I've showed y'all that already. Yep, and this is one destructive freaking cat. I don't understand why you're so destructive. Anyways, as I was saying, the first day I was able to get 4 characters colored in, but the second day I was only able to get 3. But today, well, yesterday. Technically it was yesterday, because today is probably going to end up being either 4 or 3, we'll see. But yesterday I got 5 done with. Now that is a huge difference, of course. But then again, the characters I were drawing here were pretty much all wearing the same outfit. And if any of you know what the characters I'm drawing, well, try to take a wild guess as to what characters I'm drawing. There was 4 characters wearing the same outfits, but they all looked different. And you got some clues outside of that you can utilize to figure out, oh hey, this is the characters in this particular series that he's talking about. there are some clues that are already out there for you to locate. So, yeah, that's your hint if you choose to try to discover it. Anyways, this month has been... There you are, scratching damn walls again. I'm gonna make you run around in circles until you go into a scalping fit, and then you won't want to scratch the walls. Man, why are you so inept at trying to chase this dot? Alright, well, the dot's getting bored. If you keep stopping trying to catch the dot's gonna get bored and then disappear. Where the hell are we? Here we are. I need to zoom in. So yeah, that was a pretty big amount of coloring I was able to get done with. I ended up with 12 characters colored in, out of what is a total of 47. And that's not really any indication as to the... I mean, it's at least an indication telling you that there is a specific amount of characters there that are within this series. I guess I probably could give you another hint and say that it's a fan art series. I want to try to keep it a little bit secret, give it a little bit of a surprise, even though I'm pretty sure those that have read it are like, oh yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, I know what that is 100%. Stop it! That's right. Stop going back there. I see you walking back there out of my fucking peripherals. I don't know if we can hear her running around. But yeah, freaking... it's a big project. Now, the coloring is not that bad, thankfully. It seems like we're going to be getting that done within, like, a small amount of days compared to what I was originally thinking. Here I am thinking it was going to take me a good solid 2 characters coloring in per day. But if we're averaging 4, then that's a good sign. But of course, you can't forget about the fact that there is still one massive issue. The shading is going to be nightmarish. I swear to God, Cat, if you're going for the goddamn wall again, I don't know what the fuck you're thinking is on the other side of that wall. We're on a 2-story high area, and there's nothing but the outside world. But anyways, as I was saying before the cat made me paranoid, I have a lot to have to shade in. Now, granted, it's not as much, but it is still an undertaking. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure that the texturing process will probably take a lot less than the coloring process. And that makes sense since most of the things there is skin. So, obviously, with that in mind, it's not going to be that much texturing outside of the outfits, the hair, and all that stuff. So, logically, I feel as though... Okay, just want to make sure everything is recording properly. Logically, I feel as though that if I can get the coloring process done with, and if the shading process does not take long at all, I might be doing good in getting this project finished. If I can manage that, then I will be finished with that particular project. And I'll be able to start working on this off camera. Preferably. Worst case scenario, I try to work on Criteria again. And use the, what do you call it, that I've been doing with the series. God damn it. We'll see what happens. But ideally, I want to try to use the time that I've used to work on this project to be able to start working on this. Really can't. I'm gonna freaking put mittens on your goddamn mittens, and then you're gonna not be able to scratch unless you scratch with the mittens. What do you want? I gave you dry food, and I have given you wet food a while ago. What are you looking at? Not gonna meow? Nope, she's gonna look at me and swish her tail back and forth. Anyways, so aside from that project, the new year has begun, and I am still struggling with criteria. No surprises there. I haven't even gotten started on a single criteria region, and we're about to go into the last half of this limitation period. I need to get criteria done with, though. If I don't get it done with, we're just not going to make any progress in that department, and that's not good. No, that's not good at all. Grab the block, you fool. At the very least, I want to try to get somewhere close to doing that, if possible. It seems like I guess we don't have to do anything with this. This is not in view of anything. Like, if you look at the map, this is within the mountains, so you won't be seeing outside of here. And this is too far for this, and this you can't even see down here, so there's really no reason for me to do anything back here. Plus, there's going to be trees up ahead, so I think now we just need to work on this quadrant. So, that being said, I'm going to work on this. Alright, we're at a hill, and this mountain's rising. Alright, so... I haven't really even fully figured out the entire month of January. Like, I think I have a general idea. And I do have a general idea, I just don't know of the positioning of everything yet. So let's put that down. There we go. And it looks like you're going to just kind of mimic that, but also go up from here, I'd say. Now, there's a part of that mountain. I didn't even realize that I did that here. Oh well, that's fine. I don't know, with control. What am I doing with shift? Let me reduce the size of no. But also, yes. Let me reduce the size of this to 15. Maybe make this a 9. I'm hoping that the next year is going to be less arduous. Because this year has been pretty arduous. The amount that I needed to get done with, the amount that I needed to do, it's a lot. It's a whole lot, even, I must say. I'm not even entirely too sure if we're going to even manage. But it makes sense. We have so many projects to work on. And while, yes, a large majority of the next year isn't going to be that insane, there's still several projects to do. Nova Guardians is finishing now, so that's one less problem for me to have to worry about, which is great. And don't get me wrong, I like Nova Guardians, but oh boy, is it a pain to do a whole day of writing an episode. I mean, I should probably do this so you try to stop squeaking. I don't even know how much that helps. It just means it doesn't move as much as I'm moving. Anyways, yes, project. Just a lot in mind. I'm just hoping that the rest of this year or the rest of this limitation period isn't going to spill over and give me an aneurysm. Because that's what I feel like it's trying to do. Well, other than that, though, I'd say the next year is going to be great. There's a few things I have been wanting to do and draw. I have been especially looking forward to this one drawing with Nezuko suplexing a rumbling titan. Essentially, spoilers, saving Hanji's life. It's going to be so badass, so epic, and I can't wait. And we're going to have a juxtaposition with Luna also saving Hanji's life, but that one is badass at first, but then the next drawing is immediately into the Lu category. And you know how that goes with Luna involved. This needs to be a 4. We got Heavenly Deadland coming up again this month. Gotta start working. Well, I don't think this episode is going to be too complex to draw, so thankfully, I think we're kind of spared the complexity. It's only about, like, what, a few characters, a boat. I also went on ahead and got... Wait, what are you? 6. I also went on ahead and got so many things done with in succession today. I got My Luna Academia, which basically had Luna removing Oboro Shirakumo's brainwashing. Can't remember his name fully, but I think I got it. Essentially, turning him back into a teenager from whence before he was killed. I don't quite recall how he was killed. Doesn't really matter. At the very least, in this instance, he gets his life back, and another hit to the villains. We also, I think, I don't remember because I don't still keep track of these freaking series I'm making. I should be making notes on them. But I think this is where Luna spouts out her reasoning as to why she did this, and that is because she wants to be the only villain. Because, let's be honest with you, if Luna is a villain in your universe, you're going to have a much better time. Less people are going to die, needless deaths. And there's just going to be humiliations, but at least they'll be alive. That's more than what we can ask for with Luna. Of course, there's still Kain Raitenengu. Oh yeah, you see this? I'm putting this away now because you're not... Well, I shouldn't put those ideas in your head, shouldn't I? But yes, as I was saying, there's still Kain Raitenengu. But don't worry about that when we get to it. I think you're going to be a solid 12. Not 12, 11. Ah, yes, and of course, I need the diagonal, the vertical. So, all things considered, oops, we have Luna basically doing another good deed, which is great. Of course, that doesn't change her villainous personality. It's funny because in like one universe, Luna is kind of semi the good girl, and Luna be Titan with helping the Eldians out, which technically speaking by the frickin' words of the Marleyan douche nozzles are the bad guys. So, I mean, in that instance, the bad guys are more good guys than the good guys are in this department, so Luna has more motivation to help the bad guys in this universe than she does in the other one. Of course, it doesn't It's not like she doesn't have a reason to help some of the bad guys. I mean, she did help out Gentle Criminal and La Brava. Mm-hmm. And you know how that goes. And if you don't remember, La Brava's a midget. Which means it's all good, folks. So you like short women? There you go. But don't bother trying. She's infatuated with a Gentle Criminal. But it doesn't matter for Luna. She'll do whatever the hell she wants. And that's why her character is so fun to work with. But, aside from that, technically she is in the little side story I have involving Neferpito. Not really side story, it's an actual full-on series at this point. But she's less in the driver's seat because the series is more focused on Pito themselves. Technically, they don't really have a gender. And technically... wait. That's not good. Hold on a second. I need to figure this out real quick. I think this... Yeah, there we go. Oh, well, that's... I mean... I don't think we need that. We're trying to merge these together. Merging them here would kind of work best, right? So, mess it up. Whoops. Yeah, merge it, but leave that open, and then kind of connect them like so. Man, I could not have made you any more unfrickin' connected. Whatever, it's fine. I'll have you meld in. Wait a frickin' minute. I frucked it. Okay, never mind. We're fine this whole time. I'm just tired. I shouldn't be doing this while I'm tired, but I am. It's the end of the year. I'm tired. I have to record some things. Thankfully, I got Painkillers already recorded, so that's one less thing that I gotta worry about. Just gotta record another episode of Raft. Then after that, who the hell knows? The stuff I gotta work on for the next month, of course. It doesn't end after that. The creation train does not stop. But of course it does not. Still though, I have some big plans in mind, and I cannot wait to work on them. It's gonna be so much fun. But also gonna be so tedious having to be on this, like, how do I explain it? This stretch of the challenge of keeping up with the quota. Yes, that's how I'll explain that. It's hard. I'm almost say right now, it is hard to keep up with the quota. I'm in like the 10,000s, and I'm by myself here. But I'm managing. I'm getting in, building what I need to build, creating what I need to create, and slaying what needs to be slayed. I would say, I don't know what to say. I have currently got gas over here being annoying. So I'm trying to deal with that. Also, my throat is just... Whew. Yeah, it's just not fun. It's not fun at all. I could just sit here, not talk, focus on building. I could not. I have all the power in the world to do exactly that. Also, I realize the Mountainous Crossroads is going to be a pain in the ass to constantly make because there's so many steeps. But yes, I could do that. But I probably am not. Because let's be real here, why would I? Let's just talk and then make no points whatsoever. And that's what you're here for. Some people stuck around for Newman's canon event. Can't say I'm going to have another idea like that. Maybe I will out of the blue if I'm just randomly creating. Doesn't help that I'm tired. How much time is left? 34 minutes. I only got technically two done with, but technically 2.5. We got only 4 done with though the last time, so I don't know if I can really count that. Oh yeah, let me look at the map again. We are working on this. Okay. So right now I'm just working on the exterior. This is where... Right. You're over here. This is inside. Remember, this is inside. This is on the outskirts. Man, that's going to be fun to try to figure out how to do block by block. Good idea. So we are working on this right now. We have the thing over here. That right there is where the voice log area is going to be. Which means I need to have some of this open for the interior cave. Yep. Mountainous and treacherous. I don't know where exactly it's going to be, but having most of that open seems like a good idea. I mean, most of this is pretty much already open anyways. Alright, and this is where you... Wait, no. Do an 11 here, I'd say. Didn't undo that. That's fine. I'm not going to... I mean, yeah, this being a peak makes sense, right? Mountains, some peaks and whatnot. I'm going to tell you this much. The mountainous regions are going to be a pain to build. There's no way to get around that. I knew that was going to be the major factor when I first built the steep cliffs, the high cliffs. Okay, so this is where that's ending up. Good. Alright, we found the edge. No, I don't think it matters that much. But we did it. We found the edge. 4.5. Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to make you 9 and move you forward. My bye. I say I've been sitting here almost all day working on stuff. That was a lot too. I didn't even get a chance to save because I got sidetracked. I worked on My Luna Academia, and then I worked on Elementals Reborn. After I got that, without proofreading it, I proceeded to work on the New Year's cat drawing. That one I got done with pretty quickly, and there was only 2.5 hours left or so. I got that done with though, so lucky me. It wasn't that big of a deal. And of course I worked on the big project. That's when I got the 5 characters colored in. That's annoying. And, well, that's even more annoying. This was a 2. And then I did other things, relaxed, rested, read through Elementals Reborn, held the cat, because it's a new year, so had to hold a cat for a year. For the year. Right, cat, who's thankfully asleep. Where is this again? Oh. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I thought I saw a floor there. I guess I technically did. It's this thing. You know what? That's fine. That is not where I want to go, goddammit. Why am I here? Don't wake up just because you need to lick yourself. Don't move. There you go. Go back to sleep, Momo. I don't need you distracting me by scratching a wall for no reason. Alright. Good. Great. I don't know how much of these is going to matter because of reasons, but I'm making them. Here I am making them. It would be nice if I could work on this off camera, though, because this is the part that I would have no problems doing within the hours that I have, goddammit, every day. Well, having Friday be the day I use to get that done with in a reasonable time frame, of course. Of course, but I know what that is, and you are an odd number. I don't know, it's just something about the music. Like, I made a good soundtrack with The Mountainous Crossroads. I like the way it turned out. There's a few things that I feel like could use some adjustments, but it's in a point where I am actually fine with the way it sounds. I want to work on a zone. Damn it. It's a pretty big zone. All the side, stuff kind of converges in this spot. Keys, the voice logs, the skull levers, everything converges on this spot. So obviously, I want to be able to work on it as soon as possible. And here we are, finally working on it. But not having enough time to work on it. Only being able to have enough time to work on it here. And of course, the big project is to blame. But that's fine. The big project is basically an exercise to see if I can do this particular type of drawing at this massive size. And it's massive. It's not as big as the biggest drawing I've ever made. No. Yeah, no, that drawing, it's right here. But it's close. Same resolution, after all. I believe you are 5. Yep. Wait a minute. That's fine. I can adjust that, no problem. I believe you're also a 5. But I feel like you should probably be just right up here instead. I don't know how much of those are going to matter, but they are here. I think we're still in... Yeah, okay, we're good then. We can move you out here. What I would like to try to do this New Year's is kind of sit up straight. Just try to remove that there double chin. Man, we've been at this for 34 minutes, eh? Well, I don't have enough time to get 4 done with. That seems to be the normal amount with this particular zone. Yep, yes it is. Alright. Man, this one's a mess. But it makes sense. Nature isn't exactly neat and tidy. I don't even know where the hell I am right now. You did something and you did it wrong. That's what you did. That's a 7. I have no clue what this thing's size is, though. But it is a 9. I feel like I usually work with odd numbers, so if it's something like this on the side, it most likely is going to be an odd number. Something like this, though, it is also an odd number. Perfect. You're most likely going to be 11. Are we going to be able to see this from anywhere? Good question. Good question indeed. I think this is all... God damn it. 10. No, but I do believe you are an odd number. So 5. Yep, but you are an even number, and it looks like you're 4. But you an odd, and you are also an odd. Those circus clowns would be happy. I try to wake up early, which is usually a mistake, especially on my vacation. 3-day vacation, yet here I am, working. Hobby-wise, of course. The only time I can actually get most of this done with. My eyes of all this wet. Oh wait, shit, this is longer. I thought I was hopefully going to get most of this done with. Where's an even? That's not an even. You're an even. It's annoying. I had like a freaking annoying headache while I was trying to write up Elementals Reborn. Thankfully, took some ibuprofen. And then slowly started to go away. Thankfully, it's still gone, but very annoying. Freaking life was like, you're not getting this done with. You're not gonna get this done with. And I'm like, fuck you, I'm getting this done with. I'm gonna write this damn episode, whether you like it or not, you son of a bitch. And then I did. I got the episode written up. I got the New Year's drawing. I got all of the drawings before the New Year's started, done and finished. It was painful, to say the least. Makes sense, though. We are working with a ton of things. I thought December was going to be easy, too. Boy, was I wrong. Was I wrong. By such a large margin. Large margin. It is not easy to keep up with this quota. To be able to draw and draw good while drawing fast. But I've managed. Also writing stuff. Outside of the drawing department, there is also still the writing department. Of course, that takes a while. I'm not as good at writing as I am at drawing. But it's not in a similar vein to the music, though. It's kind of halfway there. But in the end, I still get it done with. I still write what needs, or type what needs to be typed. I still make the story I want to make, and in the end, we get through it. in a day. Music, on the other hand, takes a few freaking weeks or months, depending on fucking music I'm making. It's not easy. I did not want to do that. Why did you do that? I wanted to click to the side and do this. Okay, so... This is the entrance leading into here. I don't know how much that's going to matter, but we're going to have the thing here. I don't think we're going to do too much with this yet. I mean, we know that the thing is going to be here, so it's just going to be a nice, steep overview. Which, admittedly, that might be easier to work with than this one, actually, now that I think about it. But we'll find out. We'll find out together. We still got, like, 20 minutes, less than that, left. And this is what we do to find out the solution to our problem. Why are you up here? What is this on again? Position. I don't know which one is the one I want to use, but I guess I'm just never going to find that answer now, aren't I? Alright, I'm going to bring you up here. But I'm not going to let you be this big. I'm going to make sure I have more than enough space for stuff here. Yeah, you end up there, so you're going to probably have like a nice little curve in here. But where is your curve at? Yeah, you're close to the edge, so that curve won't be too big. It'll be big enough, so I just want to make sure I have enough space inside of here. Am I going to work inside of here yet? Probably not fully. Like, I know I'm going to be working on it eventually. It's just, might be within my best interest to not overexert myself trying to figure out the inside. We just make it hollow at first. We'll get our inside, and then we'll be golden. Now, I know this is a peak, but I don't think this is going to be like, you know, most peaks. I think it's probably going to be like a little indentation and go up into the next mountain. Right? Like, okay, there's a mountain here. At least there's going to be a big mountain within this area that's probably going to kind of curve downwards and reach a slope here, if I would have to take a wild guess. Or maybe have like another mountain here. Maybe. I'm not sure. Another peak. We have a peak here, and we might have a peak here. A nice separation from the hidden jungles at the very least, so you just don't know its existence yet. Of course, if you go here, you are going to kind of see traces of it as well as here, but traces of it is fine. Being right next to it is not. Or is it? I don't know. I'll figure those out. Right now, we're focusing on this. I know what this needs to be, and I'm going to focus on it first and foremost. I probably want you to be like a 9. Yeah, I'll make you go out a tad bit more, but not way too much. And that's where you're probably going to start going inwards. Yeah, I mean, ideally I want there to be a mountain peak. I think originally I was thinking just have there be spikes across all of this, but we could still have that. It's just going to be, here's one spike, and then this one's just going to raise up and into others. Like I said, we'll see. I don't have the full plan laid out before me yet. I gotta work on it. Okay. And you're gonna eventually lead into that, so I need you to be like a 9 or a 7. Or an 8, apparently. Don't you dare grab that, you fool. I saw what you were trying to do there with those buildings. They are not a part of this. Although, admittedly, I don't even think we're going to see most of that, right? Like, at most, there's going to be, like, a nice thing here. So we might see this. Although, of course, I just put this here as a means to be able to figure out where all that is. So we might get rid of this as soon as we figure out the player's camera positioning. That we can do. That one's not too big of an issue. It's actually quite simple. Oh, for Christ's sakes, you gotta be 6'2". You had to be even, huh? You couldn't have been an odd one. Alright, I'm gonna just get the flat part done with first, I would say. We get the flat part done with, and then after that, make this a 4.5. That's good. And then I'm gonna go on ahead and raise you up, make you like a 5, and then I'm gonna do something. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something. I think you're probably gonna have to be 2, unfortunately, and you're probably gonna be a 3. Part of me kind of wants the sun to like beam down and have like a shadow going down, but I don't. If I do that, the area is going to look way too dark for what it should look like. And it shouldn't look like there is a freaking massive shift in the timer. Because, that's a good question. Because, you want to like try to get like some sense of progression with the time of day, but you also don't want everything to end up being daytime with some areas being nighttime, right? It's hard to say, really. Alright, well, you're gonna have to be a 2, unfortunately. Let's just get these out of the way with now while we still can. Damn it. Okay, nope. There we go. I know you're going to be an odd number. I can't really do much with that at the moment, so I'll just make this one a 1 and this one an 11. Somehow miraculously got that right. You know what I could do is make... fucking Christ. What I could do is make some rock decorations, some more rock decorations when I get to that part that essentially, let me just make sure this is, yeah, they essentially will just act as, what do you call it, the peaks for me. So just like what we have with the rocks, just turn it into, decorations. Then we'll be golden. I hope. Oh my god. I'm gonna cut this. Oh, we're getting close to the end, anyways. So I might be cutting this early. I've been very busy. Have I mentioned how busy I've been creating, doing so many things? Yes. Cat's making little chirp noises in her sleep. What are you chirping at? You see a bird in your dreams? Is that what you're seeing? Mm-hmm. I mean, there's only like a few handful of nightmare scenarios this cat can have. My dad. Because whenever my dad is here, he likes to hold the cat. But the cat does not like being held. It's just the kind of cat that does not like to be held. Which is a shame, really. But it is what it is. Okay, right. Since this is one of these, this is going to have to be this. And then, of course, she had a vet visit. We had to do one of those to be able to move into this new place. So she definitely didn't like that. Right, cat? And I've already heard some terrible news about another pet. Regardless, the cat does have that nightmare scenario in the cards. Where are you at? Perfect. Never mind. God damn it. I keep getting tripped up by the freaking distance and the size it's actually making. Ugh, that's so annoying. I think that's a 4. I'm gonna just bring it. Let me bring an even. That's not an even block. Let me bring an even block down here real quick. See, that looked like it was a 3, but no, it's actually a 4. 3D space is very tedious. God damn it, it looked like I had it in there. Did it not look like I had it in there? And of course, that's an odd piece, apparently. This whole time, I thought you were an even. When it gets long, it gets hard to figure out the size of the fucking blocks. So yeah, obviously, if it gets long, it gets hard. There's your lesson for today, folks. I missed this one, right? What do I need? What do I have? What's the quickest? 4. No. Give the green arrow, green arrow. I guess technically I don't need these anymore, so I'll just get rid of them. My neck is still sore. Makes sense. As I have said and stated multiple times before, I have been very busy. Boo boo. Oh god, my neck. And my neck is cracked, boo boo. Or Fred. Oh no, no, I feel like some of those characters have similar voices. It's funny to think the Hanna-Barbera voices, and a lot of them are just similar. It's similar to how you can recognize most anime voice actors. I haven't really watched much in the way of cartoons, so I don't really have any references there. Of course I don't know. There's not really that many there that I would want to watch. Which makes sense, because most of that stuff is made for kids. But then again, most of the anime stuff is made for kids, but I feel like they're doing something right where it's perfect for all ages. Except for the ones that are just, hey, here's a lighthearted show, and oh, here comes this man getting his fucking arm cut off by this androgynous cat thing, and then here comes a lot more death and murder. And then here comes 2 kids going into a pit, suffering horrors beyond their comprehension. Things that look like they should be for kids, but they're not. Oh, they're not. Although the former is not as bad, but it's definitely grotesque. It's like more for teens. The other one is not for kids. It looks like it's for kids, but it's not. I think you know what series I'm talking about. I've talked about it before on here. I made the worst potential leap that the creator could make. I don't think the leap has been made there yet. I hope not. Alright, I don't have enough time and I'm tired as hell. It's 5 minutes left anyway, so I'm calling it here. We did good, I'd say. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No, 4. Why? I'm mixing this up. That's already 4. More, that makes sense. Mountains are hard. I feel like if I want to make this okay, for a second there I thought that was white. It just blended in so perfectly that it didn't look like there was black lines there. Anyways, that's it. I'm tired, so thank you all for watching today's episode of Game Crafters. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that other playlist, and of course, today's episode of Game Crafters right over here, and the most recent episode of Raft RTC just right over here. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode in the new year. Later.